Howdy, everybody! I tried my best to find a cowboy hat, but we didn't sell any at Walmart.
Oh God.
Nobody I knew had one on hand, but y'all really think I would miss the podcast when the Cowboys choked last week?
Oh God.
So you're gonna tell me you're that much of a hater that you would literally go and buy a cowboy hat just to be a dick to someone? Specifically me.
If I could have found a cowboy hat, you're damn right I would have bought it. I only thought of the idea today, though. Otherwise, I would have went and bought one on my days off.
I don't even know why you're talking shit on my team. Well, your team didn't even make the playoffs. Alright?
Because, Mook, all I had to hear was, "It's our year. It's our year." And y'all got so annoying. And then y'all got to the playoffs and you choked.
God damn it.
You can't even blame the refs because y'all shot yourselves in the foot.
Oh, I know.
Penalties.
They played like dick.
Oh, have a good one, Pyre. Yeah, dude. Dude, Mook, I wanted to believe. I was like, well, Dallas could get out of the first round. But
oh, yes. No. We most definitely could have. If we were on fire from start to finish, we would have won that game so fucking well. But instead, we did literally the opposite and played like dick for 97% of that game.
I mean, Mook, what grade would you give your team?
Give my team a F for fucked.
I kind of want to give him an F, but I think I'm going to give him a D.
For dick.
For dick.
Yeah, for dick.
Also, would you get rid of McCarthy? Would you be showing him the door?
I wasn't the hugest fan of Mike McCarthy to begin with. That man does not know how to manage time.
You know who we'd be replacing him with, though, right?
Ellen Moore?
No, Dan Quinn.
I was gonna say, well, they could just leave Dan Quinn as the defensive coordinator and just go hire someone.
Well,
it is Jerry, though.
The thing is, Dan Quinn's probably gonna leave them for a head coaching job somewhere else.
You really think another team would hire Dan Quinn?
After what he did with that Dallas defense, yeah.
I mean, yes. I feel like what's in right now in the NFL is young offensive coaches.
Oh, well, I hear Dan Quinn's getting a lot of interviews, and so is Kellen Moore.
Yeah, they're both about to get poached. So the theory is to get rid of McCarthy to keep one or the other.
Ah.
I like to see them. I like to see them give it to Kellen Moore, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which one do you think they would keep?
Probably Dan Quinn. They like making bad choices.
Well, here's the thing. Jerry likes someone he can control.
I like Dan Quinn on defense.
I mean, he did fix that defense from it was abysmal.
I don't know if I like him on as a head coach, though. I don't think I do.
I definitely don't after what I saw in Atlanta.
I mean, well, to be fair, he did go to a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, and you remember him having the biggest lead in a Super Bowl, or not the biggest lead, but letting the biggest comeback happen on him.
Getting there is a lot of the battle.
He got to the Super Bowl, allowed the biggest comeback in a Super Bowl game to happen on him, and then the very next year allowed comebacks to happen on him every game.
Yeah, it just completely
like after that, I'm like, nah, I'm not having any of that.
But I just felt like it was the right place to start, Mook. We just need to get it out of the way.
Asian Kun, want to talk about y'all's teams?
Not really.
We could talk about the Steelers. I mean, it's a team that probably shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah,
we had a 40-year-old quarterback. We had our number one receiver that went down early on. We had the worst offensive line. We had the hardest schedule in the league. We had one of the worst rushing defenses, if not the worst rushing defense in the league. We played in a very tough division, and we still made it to the playoffs. So.
I was gonna say, Asian and Kuhn have something to lean their hats on. Their division is tough as shit, and they both made it to the playoffs. In Kuhn's case, in my opinion, the toughest division in football.
I'm just saying, since we were talking about teams losing,
for Ben to get one last playoff game. I mean, I wish we would have gotten stomped the way we did, and now that's I think 5 consecutive first round outings that the Steelers have in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's not looking good for Tomlin's playoff record and his playoff reputation. He hasn't really been back to the big games since Cowher left him the roster and the staff members, but. We'll see, because with the general manager being gone, this is definitely going to be Tomlin's team now. So
I definitely want to see what Pittsburgh does at quarterback this year. I'm very, very interested to see where that goes.
Everyone is.
Because like I said, I feel like this year was very much a Tomlin got to kind of lean his hat on. Oh yeah, we had all this wrong with the team and we still made the playoffs. And like you said, a very tough division. The AFC North was definitely not an easy division.
And technically, we had the hardest schedule apparently in the NFL.
Yup, and Pittsburgh found ways to win games. Remember, like week 6, when we were talking about them being like a 3-win team.
Fucking week. I feel like week 4, I was talking about them having a top 5 pick potentially.
Man, I'm kind of curious. What your quarterback situation is going to be now?
It's going to be interesting.
Tomlin said the door is open to anything.
Yeah, because we definitely need to use some draft picks to fix that offensive line, or use some of that free agency money to fix up that offensive line. I know we had 2 rookies on the offensive line, but it still did not look very good.
I'll say this about Pittsburgh. Najee's a fucking baller. You got 3 stud receivers there.
We don't know. Juju's only signed for this year. He has to re-sign.
I still like Washington.
I was going to say, as far as 3 stud receivers, I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to think Claypool's slightly overrated as far as stud receiver goes. Like, I think Martavius Bryant was better than Chase Claypool. And I think Freiermuth is already better than Chase Claypool.
I love Freiermuth. That's my boy.
I was going to say, you got a stud tight end as well.
And I will say, thinking back on it, I did call Freiermuth at the beginning of the year, so I'm glad
You did. Also, Wolfie wants to know where all the webcams are.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Fair enough.
If you want to talk about my Cardinals, Luke.
I still had some questions about the Cowboys. I wanted to know what happened on that punt play, Mook. That everyone,
Oh, you mean the 4th down punt play conversion?
Yeah, what were the Cowboys doing after that?
I think they scored a touchdown. Did they not?
No, they left the punt team out there and then waited till the clock hit 14 seconds and then ran the team out there and then got the delay of game because the ref wouldn't move. But they just waited to bring the team out. It looked like a fucking tire fire on the sidelines.
McCarthy.
And I wanted to know what Dak was thinking at the end of the game with the QB draw.
McCarthy.
It's all McCarthy.
Bro, the man does not know how to clock manage.
I guess that's all, Mook. I'm done busting your balls. We can talk about the Cardinals now.
It's pain.
Pain.
Like I said, I feel like the Cardinals weren't the same team once they lost Hopkins and once Kyler Murray went down with that injury.
I agree there.
Back, he wasn't the same. Like he
I was gonna say, after Kyler went down with injury, he didn't play quite the same. It didn't feel like Hopkins going down, then we lost Watt, and we just started losing players. Yeah, we just started losing players left and right, and the season collapsed at the end of the year. And I
I know
mean,
he didn't play all that much, but can we give a fucking just a round of applause to fucking JJ Watt for making it back?
I mean, all these players for making it back. JJ, Juju, Derrick Henry.
fucking
Weren't they saying that JJ was gonna be season ending though?
All of them were supposed to be season ending.
yep.
Fuck, oh wow, and Juju made it back too?
Yeah, Juju made it back.
Hell yeah! Well, fucking congrats to Juju.
Same with
You could
Derrick
tell-
Henry.
That shoulder, but yeah, he made it back. He wanted to be back for Ben's last game.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I will say people are wanting to fire Cliff Kingsbury now. These are the 2 seasons where we kind of choked in the end of the season, which I think is dumb because the end of this season and the end of last season are very much like we were beat up.
I think it's dumb for this reason. I personally think that y'all's division is the hardest in football, and the fact that y'all got a playoff berth
Like,
and made it through the season with your quarterback there, I feel like there's something to be said for winning games in that tough of a division with that schedule.
even and with injuries even too. Like we won games with Colt McCoy at starting and shit. Like
I feel like it's a bunch of baby steps, and like
Like-
now if this happened again next year and the Cardinals, first round bye, then maybe I'd be like, okay, maybe this guy isn't the answer, but
I don't think this was a Kingsbury collapse this year. This is very much just us getting beat up by the end of the year and just not being able to keep up.
Like, y'all took the next step this year because last year y'all didn't make the playoffs. Last
Yeah,
was
last
up and
year we
down and
just
down
barely
and
missed
straight
them.
up. But yeah, no, I feel like all in all, Arizona had a very mostly positive year, and honestly, that game honestly changed on the Kyler pick 6 because it was 14-0 in Arizona. Were they just starting a drive or were they driving?
Arizona never had 14 points. They only put up 10.
No. I'm saying it was 14-0 and Kyler threw the pick 6, but I think it was on their end of the field.
I don't know. I didn't get to watch it. I slept and woke up to depression. So
And I woke up and because I was sick, and I woke up Monday night and it was 28-0. I was like, holy shit.
It was like a 6-yard interception return. 6-7 yard.
So they were right in their own end zone.
The same thing will be fun though. You guys are going to be looking for a quarterback also.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where we go. I kind of hope that we keep developing Ian Book and keep him on the roster at least. I don't know if we go Jameis. I don't know if we pursue someone else though. Very exciting to see because
All the mock drafts have you guys drafting a quarterback round 1. It's just different quarterbacks right now.
I don't know if I want to go the rookie route.
I believe Cardinals. We have Kirk and AJ Green on free agency now. I think it is. So
Oh man,
yeah, re-sign someone.
Dallas has a shit ton of motherfuckers going to free agency.
Same with the Arizona dude. I'm like, fuck.
So I will say the Dallas situation's weird because you're more than likely not bringing Gallup back because he has the injury history. You have a chance to bail out on Amare if you don't want to pick up that contract. You're probably not bringing back Dalton Schultz. Zeke's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be Dak Lamb. And then I would assume Amari's going to be back, but you never know. It's going to be a bunch of question marks from there. I feel like Dallas could maybe use one new body on the O-line as well. You are still going to have Tony Pollard, which will be Pog. Also, Asian Dingo says you are a 420 god. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, I feel like all of our teams are, aside from Coons, are in very interesting positions for the offseason.
What do you mean? We're in a very interesting position. We're about to lose Edmonds. We're about to lose 2 wide receivers. We're about to lose fucking everyone.
let me take that back. Y'all are in an
You.
interesting position. It's just I feel like y'all have some people coming back. I feel like Arizona really just needed to take their first 2 picks and work on the O line.
We do need one. But there is one person I would like to see us get in free agency who is going to be free agent this year, just as a good number 2, and that's Mike Williams.
It's gonna be very interesting because he's gonna be getting some offers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Gallup's going on free agency.
I
as
wouldn't
well.
mind seeing Gallup come there
I
either.
could actually, because how old is Keenan Allen? He's got to be getting old, right? I don't know Keenan Allen's age off the top of my head. I could see a world where the Chargers hit him with the franchise tag. I don't know if they want to pay him that much, but I could see a world where it happens.
I'm very interested to see what the Chargers do this offseason, too, because I feel like they're a couple pieces away from being a legit team.
Dude, same. I 100% agree. I think they got a really good D-line. I think the receivers are good. Eckler's still a quality back. Herbert is probably...
That's my boy.
Yeah, year or 2 away. If he isn't already top 5, year or 2 away from being top 5. Like, if that head coach gets it right, that team's gonna be very scary for, like, San Diego, Kansas City is gonna be kind of owning the AFC for a little while.
It'd be interesting to hear people's top 5 quarterbacks, like, because after 3, I feel like it gets pretty interesting because top 3, not in any order, would be Rodgers, Mahomes, Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, you can make an argument for Burrow. You can make an argument for Herbert. You could, make an argument for us.
Murray.
Yeah. There's
Murray.
Lamar with his running capabilities.
It's weird because you look at the AFC and there's a bunch of like.
Oh, Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
Allen. You could you look at the AFC and there's a lot of young mobile quarterbacks in the AFC, and you look at the NFC and it's a bunch of like more of the dinosaur quarterbacks and Dak and Kyler. Dak and Kyler are like the only 2 younger mobile guys.
And you look at the Jaguars and you see some shit.
Dude, I'm willing to give Lawrence another year, but
Yeah, me too. I know. I'm just saying this year it wasn't good.
This year it was a
I can't say I blame him for the whole Urban Meyer shenanigans though.
Dude, this year was a fucking train wreck.
You know what that reminds me
But
of?
I really like Hurts
Houston-
though. That is my boy.
I'll say this, dude. Even Houston, Davis Mills even had a few flashes of brilliance now and again for how bad that fucking Houston team was.
That Jets quarterback that flashes
I'm
of.
still not sold on Jalen Hurts as an NFL quarterback.
That's my boy.
Fantasy QB, he's a great quarterback, but I'm still not sold on him.
Yeah, I agree. But I will say Philly had an identity this year, and they beat up on bad teams when it was time to beat up on bad teams. So
He didn't have an O-line this year. I want them to give him O-line.
yeah,
He didn't have anyone to throw to either. Besides
Yep.
Goddard.
Yep, exactly. I want him. If he has a team around him, I think he's gonna be
I understand
amazing.
that. I'm just still not sold on him.
Did you see them the last week of the season fucking feeding Devonta Smith the ball to get him the record?
Dude, I don't know why they throw to Devonta Smith more. Devonta Smith was doing good for the first couple weeks.
That was his only receiver to throw to or two.
I'm saying that Dallas game. No, it was because Hurts was out the Dallas game. It was fucking
Minshew mania.
It was Minshew, yeah, just feeding Devonta Smith the ball to get him his record so he could go sit down.
Minshew knew what was up. Minshew knew who to get the ball to.
Dude, I'll say when Minshew played this year, he didn't look bad.
Mm-hmm. I never thought Minshew looked bad. I don't know why, he got traded.
Because the Jaguars got Lawrence. That's literally the only reason.
I don't know why they moved on from him. He looks good. I think he's a good quarterback.
Because nowadays, when you draft a quarterback with that first pick, he's expected to auto start.
And you don't want to have a controversy behind it.
No, yeah, it's kind of crazy because we're going to talk about the Niners here in a little bit. The Niners are more than likely going to move to Trey Lance next year, I figure. Which is going to leave Jimmy G free.
Oh
We'll see
man,
how this year ends, but I could definitely see that happening with where they took Trey Lance.
I'm excited to see Lance, but I still think Jimmy G is a smarter move for the Niners.
I know Jimmy G is the third best betting odd right now for the Steeler starting quarterback. It's Mason Rudolph number 1, Derek Carr number 2, and Jimmy Garoppolo number 3. That's the best betting odds.
People like Mason Rudolph as number 1. Excuse me.
No, that's not what people. That's the betting odds. What's most likely gonna happen?
Yeah. So is that?
What's most likely to happen as of right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't put that on Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, but it's like people like to shit on Jimmy G, but like Kuhn was saying before, the man's made a Super Bowl.
The problem with Jimmy G is he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that is the big problem with Jimmy G.
But the thing is,
Healthy
even
right
without
now,
even without being able to stay healthy, he's in playoffs right now and looking for a playoff run.
Does that have to do? Is that a credit to Jimmy G and how well he's played, or a credit to how well San Francisco's built around as a team?
Well, San Fran didn't do that good when he was out, but when he came back and Kittle came back,
when he was out, there was a lot of running backs out also. They're like literally, there was a lot of people out with him.
Yeah, but then when he came back, he he started to win games, and other people started to come back.
I don't credit the Dallas game to him as much because Dallas did that a lot to themselves. The Ram game though, he looked phenomenal in the Ram game.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is are they beating the Cowboys, and are they still a playoff team with Derek Carr at quarterback?
Oh, probably. I like.
I don't know.
A lot, though. I'm
I don't
higher on
know.
Derek Carr than most people.
I think I like Jimmy G more. Carr.
I'll say this: I watched the end of that Oakland Cincinnati game. Oakland was 20 or so yards before that interception from tying that game up.
Here's what I think is Jimmy G's weakness. I think he has really good synergy with the players he does like a Deebo Samuel or a George Kittle, so he throws some really fucking nice passes to them. But if it's somebody he doesn't have synergy with, I feel like he doesn't throw that ball well.
Well, I also feel like the Niners have the pleasure of having fucking Deebo Samuel, which is like that dude's a fucking monster.
Because you're talking about the Bengals-Raiders game and how they're only 20 yards away. Does anybody know what happened in that game with the referees?
No.
I watched the end.
Joe was going for a pass, and his foot, when he threw it, I guess he was going to jump out of bounds, and that's what the issue was. But if you look, his feet were inbound the whole time before he even threw it.
All I know is that the officiating blew a call so bad that the NFL came out and said that if those officials are getting pulled from the playoffs and they will no longer be officiating these playoffs.
Yeah, that was the play. It was because I guess he got super close to he got super close to going out of bounds.
I was just thinking, how bad could the call have been? Because didn't the Saints put pass interference somebody 1 year in the playoffs?
Well, we got pass interference in overtime.
Okay. No, that's what it was. It was one or the other. I remember.
It was actually the year fucking Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl. It held us in the end zone. Fucking.
And the NFL didn't really come out and say much about it. They said that the call was definitely blown, but they didn't pull. I was just thinking, how bad could this call have been that the NFL came out a day later and said, "Oh yeah, these referees are done. They're not refereeing these playoffs anymore."
Also,
the ball was also deep for a touchdown.
I didn't realize it till they came out and said it Monday night. I didn't realize just how impressive of a season fucking Cooper Kupp had.
He's a fucking monster.
Oh yeah, I just didn't realize it was most touchdowns, most yards, and he was 5 catches away from breaking Michael Thomas's record.
Dude, Cooper Kupp's built different.
The thing is, he's been consistently good. It's just that he's had Jared Goff at quarterback, and last year he didn't put up a lot of touchdowns. So
He also had to compete with other receivers still the whole time.
Yeah.
And this year he kind of finally was matured into that number one role, I feel like.
well, isn't Woods injured, or didn't Woods get injured?
Yeah,
That's why they
but
went up.
but even with Wood, I feel like even with Woods at the beginning of this year, Cup kind of overtook the number one role finally, and then Woods gained, you kind of solidified it.
I feel like it was always a 1A, 1B type of situation out there.
Man, Matthew Stafford's looked good this year, but he has had some rough games.
Well, he kicked ass in playoffs when it counted, so.
Yeah, and I believe that's his first playoff win.
Oh,
Well,
and
yeah, he definitely don't have any with Detroit, and this is his first year with the Rams. You would be. I don't have to look up stats on that one, Mook.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was gonna bring it up earlier, but we kind of moved off topic, so I was like, oh, I won't bring
I
it
do
back
have
up
to
till later.
say that I do want to see the Matthew Stafford success story in the Super Bowl.
I do. I actually do too. Dude, I want to see so many people in the Super Bowl.
I'll say this, man, and Odell just works in LA. He played huge in that playoff game.
Yeah, he works anywhere not Cleveland, like most people. It's not hard to put that together.
Fucking Joe Thomas talking shit to us on Twitter. The Browns. The Browns.
legend.
He said, "Congratulations to the Steelers on their participation trophy." Playoff
What the fuck do the Browns get?
Did.
tweeted back at him and said, "At least they have a playoff participation trophy. That's more than you ever got."
Dude, I was gonna say I give Joe Thomas credit because that dude was known as like the best O lineman for like 15 years to never make a playoff game because he was in Cleveland.
That's like the only Cleveland.
There's no room to talk. He was part of an 0-16 team.
Dude, do you remember when well didn't he retire because he said if he ever got injured that was the retirement point.
I don't know, but I love Joe Thomas.
I'll say this. I remember back when we met the waiting on the Joe Thomas O lineman card. Oh, fucking Madden days.
Bro, Joe Thomas was a monster. But he needs to not be small brain and say stupid shit like that.
Dude, he's retired. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, dude, that shit's funny.
That's
But
true.
yeah, I was gonna say all I know is what I seen of that Raiders Cincy game was the Raiders were driving with like 30 seconds left, and I was like, damn, Carr may actually pull this off, and I guess he threw a pick. I didn't watch the end of the game.
Classic Raiders, classic
threw
Cowboys,
a pick
classic
in the last
everyone this year, dude. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I guess we've kind of goofed off enough, made up that time we were gonna lose. I'm ready to start games whenever y'all want.
I'm nice.
I think we should keep goofing off for like another 45 minutes to keep Kuhn up a little longer.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm ready to vote.
I didn't want the episode to be like 10 minutes long. Also, wait, I do have a question before we start. We're doing a podcast next week, right?
Yeah.
It'll be championship week.
Yeah.
Are we doing one for Pro Bowl week?
Probably. What the?
I'm asking because it's Pro
Between the
Bowl and
championship
Super Bowl.
game, yeah, there's a week or two in between the championship.
It's championship, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl. So are we doing an episode for championship and Super Bowl? Or is next week our last episode of podcast? Are we doing a Super Bowl podcast?
Yeah, we'll do a Super Bowl podcast. I mean, figure why not?
So are we doing the Pro Bowl week in between or not?
We can. I don't know what we would discuss.
Performances,
Overwatch?
cards, stats. Yeah, I don't know. We can just get together and play some Overwatch or something.
That's not a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just asking. Maybe we can get to. Well, I don't even know. At some point, we need to play the Forest, but Mook works till 11 every fucking night. We can meet up.
That is not my fault.
So I don't know. I'll plan podcast next week and Super Bowl week is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know what that podcast week should be actually?
What?
In all reality, that should be the bet fulfillment week.
Oh yeah, yeah. How about we do that? That's
Thing.
good.
I'm gonna have to film it like separately on video.
That's
'Cause
fun.
I'm not.
I'm gonna have to get myself some wings, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not gonna get pie all over my room. It ain't happening.
Alright, so that will be bet fulfillment week. Okay.
Coon just
You can
has
place some like trash bags down.
Huh?
Coon just has to wear a tie since he don't have a bet fulfillment.
No, I don't have to
He
wear a
just has to wear
tie.
He just has to wear a tie to be the class.
No, it just means Coon needs to make a bet between now and that and Pro Bowl.
You know, I'm big dumb because I should have bet.
Yeah,
on the
what
Niners.
bet?
I should have like betted
Any
to take
bet.
my pie away from Mook and betted on the Niners
I
last week.
would not have taken that.
You would not have taken that. You didn't believe in your Cowboys enough to take that.
No, I knew that. I
feel
knew
like
we
at
had
the,
to
I,
play
I feel like
the
at the time you would have taken it.
No.
Big pay per view or something before then.
No, because I think I remember telling y'all, I was like, man, I don't know, this game's scary. That's my team. I gotta go with it. I gotta support it. But I can see a world where we play like ass after coming off a big week. Like this would be another week we drop 50 and then drop the dud. You know? So it's nothing I'm not used to, and I would not have taken that bet.
Listen, well, I guess you're right. Even though I still think you would have taken it, but that's that. Alright, y'all. The first game on the docket is Cincinnati going to Tennessee. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was very split deciding on where I'm going. Because if I'm thinking about it, I know Mook's going with Joe Burrow. And I know Agent and Coon are probably going Tennessee. Coon's been like the only one to recognize Tennessee all year. They've kind of fallen out of my grace. I put 8 on the Bengals. I just feel like Joe Burrow's doing something magical right now, but I wouldn't be shocked if Derrick Henry comes in there and runs all up and down Cincinnati's throat, and I'm just going with Cincinnati because they're the hot team right now, and I think Cincinnati being the Cinderella story, getting one game away from the playoffs would be a hell of a story. So 8 on the Bengals. In Burrow we trust.
I put 12 on Titans. I instantly put 12 on Titans. I've liked the Titans all year long. I still like them. They're getting Derrick Henry back. They have 2 solid running backs behind them. And I think they can win this game through just running like they've won most of their games this year. And I think that Tennessee's going to step up.
Asian, would you like to go next?
No, go for it, Mook.
Okay. So, as much as I love Joe Burrow, come on, man, that's Derrick fucking Henry. That man has been resting. I have seen videos of that man for practice just stiff-arming random practice squad people. Like, imagine if that was your job, just to get fucking stiff-armed like that by Derrick Henry. I know what that man does. And that man has been practicing.
You can ask Josh Norman what that man does.
I'm waiting for Mook to
It's
turn.
Derrick fucking Henry.
I'm waiting for Mook to fucking say, with that being said, I'm taking Joe Burrow.
But the only thing that's stopping... Okay, I have Tennessee with 4 right now. But I could see a world where I switch to the Bengals with 4. Because of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Fucking monster duo. But come on, that's Derrick fucking Henry! They don't call him King for nothing.
I was bouncing back and forth between this game too. If you ask me which team is gonna put up 40 points this game, is gonna win 42-14, I'm gonna say Cincinnati. That being said, Derrick Henry's coming back. He's looking hot. I usually, teams usually with the 1 week bye, usually look pretty rusty coming out of the gate. Cincinnati's been hot too. That being said, I think the train does stop here, and the Bengals dream comes to an end here. If the Bengals make it out of this game, though, Bengals might be a dark horse team to win it. I hate to say it.
Let's be real. They did just beat Kansas City towards the end of the season in a game that would have made KC the 1 seed.
I'd love to see Joe Burrow.
I do have Tennessee preparing for the week. King Henry coming back. Them being able to control the pace of the game. AJ Brown's looking good at the end of the year with Tannehill.
Is Julio back?
I do not know if Julio.
I don't think so.
It doesn't really matter.
I was just asking because I didn't know.
I do think Julio was supposed to come back.
I put 4 on the game though.
There's a different game that I have 4 on. I think. Wait, how many? Oh, Kuhn made this one of his higher games.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely
put 12 on
than the rest of us. The next game on the docket: San Francisco going to Green Bay. This is my 16-point game. I put 16 on the Packers. It's the only game I'm super confident. I'm looking. I could see myself saying, "Hey, Cincinnati beat Tennessee. Tampa beat the Rams. Rams beat Tampa. Tennessee beat Cincinnati." I cannot see a world where I'm saying San Fran took out Aaron Rodgers. They seem beat up. Bosa's questionable. Garoppolo's playing hurt. Green Bay's getting healthy. They were playing with backups most of the year, and now their starters are coming back. I just cannot see a reality where San Fran goes into Green Bay and beats them. So I got all my points on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
I also have 16 on Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay's honestly probably the elite. They're probably like the top team right now, if you ask most people. It's between them or the Bucks, if you ask somebody normally who you think the top team is, probably. And I just don't see San Fran beating them, but if they do, then fucking watch out for San Fran.
Yeah, you took the word. You said exactly what I was gonna say.
16 on Packers. I don't even think. I don't even know Garoppolo is gonna play. So, and they said everything else. But yeah, 16 on Green Bay.
I also just don't see a world where Garoppolo can stick in a game with Rodgers in a shootout like that. So,
I think if San Fran sticks in this game, it's going to be that running game. It's going to be on Mitchell and Debo.
Mitchell, fucking Debo, and
who knows what the weather's going to be too? It's going to be in Wisconsin Saturday night. It's probably going to be cold at the very least.
Here's the question, Mook. I don't think it's happened all year, and there's only 4 games. Has the alignment come true? Tell us, Mook. Has the alignment come true?
What does that mean?
We all put 16 on the Packers.
So there's a stat I saw that
No.
Between the Cowboys and the 49ers rivalry, I believe 72% of the times after those games, or I mean like 72%.
What the fuck is happening?
Team has made it to the Super Bowl.
He's going Big Papa on us.
No,
I'm just saying. Like,
did Mook really find a way to pull fucking Cowboys into this?
I can't believe why this fucking hurt.
There was a stat. But with that being said, I put 16 on the Packers.
What was the stat? Something about 72% every time they beat?
He said 72% of the time the winner of a Niners Cowboys playoff game goes to the Super Bowl.
I fucking hate it here. He fucking found a way to say something about Dallas. They're irrelevant, Mook. Get over it, you fuck.
Whoa. Can I ask? You went through all the trouble of telling us the stat, then you didn't take the Niners.
Oh no! I just wanted to throw the stat out there.
He wanted to make his Cowboys relevant.
Luke, do you remember?
Actually,
Wait. Do you remember the last time you threw a stat at us like this? It was the Jags-Colts game, and then you didn't take the Jags.
I know what happened. I'm aware.
Are you sure you don't want to take San Fran?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to throw the stat out there for San Fran's sake.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
Luke.
I fucking
Next
hate
week with
you.
Sanford. I told y'all motherfuckers are going to the Super Bowl, 72% chance.
Dude, if
Now when they get to the third round, that 72% chance goes up to an 86%
Bro,
chance.
if San Fran wins this game, I'm picking San Fran every week then.
you know, Luke, if San Fran wins, we're giving you so much shit on next week's show.
I mean,
You are setting yourself up. We're gonna be like, yeah, Mook, remember that stat? Why the fuck did you take the Niners?
you know what? This is true. I don't take stats. I didn't take. I picked the Jets 1 week against Bill Belichick, who has a great stat against rookies, and Zach Wilson disappointed me deeply.
Mook never said he was a smart man. He's just a gambling man.
I guess. Mook, I needed that laugh, so thank you.
Oh god.
The next game on the docket is the Los Angeles Rams going to Tampa Bay. I put 12 on Los Angeles. They just feel like they're clicking right now. Like Brady's got a fucking O lineman in a boot, one that's not sure if he's gonna play. I mean, you've lost Chris Godwin for the year. AB's gone. You may not have playoff Lenny. I haven't even heard anything about Ronald Jones. I mean, I know Gio and
They hate
whoever the fourth
Rojo
string
again.
was. Huh?
They hate Rojo again.
Yeah, though I know Gio and whoever the fourth string was carried the ball against Philly last week.
Can I just say how fucking stupid it is that they go back and forth on Rojo so often? Like, oh, that's our guy. We love that man. Feed him the ball. Nah, fuck that guy. He trash.
It's especially so weird with playoff Lenny out right now. I could understand if you were saying, "Hey, Fournette, I mean, he's playing like a monster. We're gonna keep him in," but right now you don't even have playoff Lenny in. Like, you're running some random dude and you're running Gio, and I understand running Gio for your receiving backs. It just feels like Tampa's really beat up, and I'm not one to count Tom Brady out, but it feels like Odell's clicking right now. Cooper Kupp's clicking. You got in that defense for moments like these. I mean, shit, you even had old man Eric Weddle out of retirement on Monday night.
I'm surprised you put 12 on this. I'm surprised you went above 8.
Well, here's
The
the
reason
thing.
why,
That should tell you where my 4's at, but I'm more confident in the Rams than I am in the Cincinnati Tennessee game. That's what it goes down to. And I put the score of 27-24 Los Angeles Rams on this game.
so the reason why Rojo, he's not practicing, he's injured.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I thought they were both hurt, but it just feels like Tampa's super beat up.
I hear what you're saying, Kai, and I agree with you. But at the same time, you know who's not injured on the Buccaneers?
Tom Brady.
And you know who else isn't injured on the Buccaneers?
Rob Gronkowski.
And with that being said, because I felt like this game and the next game are both kind of 50-50-ish.
That's how I feel.
have to put the higher number on my boy, not my boy, on my nemesis.
Your boy, Tom Brady.
I just said that. Hold on. Okay, my nemesis.
Your boy, Tom Brady.
Or as I always hear Skip say it, Thomas Edward Brady II.
And I agree with Kai. They're beat up, and the Rams are looking like they're clicking. You know, after the one playoff game. But I can't bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. No matter what, I just can't.
Well, I don't blame you for that take. I feel ballsy going out on the Rams limb, but I'm riding the Stafford success story.
I hope the Stafford success story is the thing.
I chose the Rams at the beginning of the year.
But with that said,
because I did not choose the Rams at the beginning of the year.
I put 4 on the Bucks. And, you know, Tom Brady said, as long as I'm in the NFC, no other motherfuckers are making it to the Super Bowl. And when Tom Brady says something, he damn well means it. So I put 4 on Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. Because you don't bet against playoff Brady. He's a different breed.
Well, I have 8 on the Rams. The Rams are the most, put in team. I really want to see the Matthew Stafford success story. I think the Rams, they can get it.
Until Brady comes up and is like, "Ah, another ring. Look at that.
I mean, that is very
I can put this
possible.
on my
That is-
pinky toe."
Yeah, dude.
Well, he's
Don't
gonna run
be
out of toes.
surprised. What did y'all drop for the score for this game?
Oh yeah, I had Buccaneers 27, the Rams 19.
I have Buccaneers 37 to Rams 30.
I had the Rams 35, Buccaneers 28.
All right, and then the last game on the docket, the Sunday afternoon game, Buffalo going to Kansas City. I don't know how this game's going. I put 4 on the Chiefs. I think this game screams. You want to do it with me, Mook? Shoot up!
I feel like a lot of these teams scream that, to be fair.
Yeah, but I look at these two teams and I just, I've been saying all year that I don't think Kansas City's offense is quite right, and every time they've made me eat my words. So I have this being a very high-scoring game. It's gonna be very entertaining to watch. Here's the thing about Buffalo, right? When Buffalo's clicking and at their best, they can beat any team in the league by 2 touchdowns. But when they're not clicking, they lose to the fucking Jaguars 9-6. So like, they're so up and down. I took Kansas City with 4. I said 42-38 Kansas City.
I took Buffalo with 8. I feel like last game was a statement game that Buffalo's here to fucking play. That's how bad they blew out New England.
I
Yeah,
think Kansas City went and did the same thing to T.J. Watt and the Steelers.
yeah, but that's the Steelers.
Well, they also said that's the first ever time that an NFL offensive team had a perfect game. No field goals, no punts, all touchdowns.
But like that's the Steelers. The Bills went up against the division rival who has been known to be a bane in their existence and really just shit on them. Like I feel like that was a huge statement game that they're here to play a game that they're here to stay.
I was talking about the
go
Bills
either
have that
way.
perfect game.
Yeah.
I feel like this game could go either way. I feel like Kansas City's been the big dogs in the AFC for the last 3-4 years. So if Buffalo takes them out, good on them, because I could see this one going literally either way.
Luke, you want to go?
No, you can
I
go.
have 12 on Buffalo for the same reasons as Kuhn.
My score is 40-30.
And my score is 28-24.
And I also have 8 on the Bills. Yeah, Bills look good week 1. They put up 40 against Belichick and his defensive mind. Not only that, the Bills, this isn't a secret. The Bills have been looking forward to playing the Chiefs in the playoffs again. They felt like they blew it last year, and I feel like they want their revenge game this year. And I feel like it's going to come down to which quarterback wants it more. And I really just think Josh Allen wants it more this year than Patrick Mahomes. And I originally had the score as 42-38, same with Kai, but I'm going to bump up to 1 field goal and make it a 42-41 game.
Like, it's just such an exhilarating match. Because like I said, when the Bills are on, they're on. Just, the Bills have been so up and down all year. I just don't know if I trust them for the whole game.
I also said that the Bills will score the most this week, and I said San Fran will score the least.
Hey, same here.
I said Kansas City would score the most, and I actually said Tennessee would score the
Yeah,
most.
I think Josh Allen is hungry. I think he's gonna
But here's
fucking
the thing,
eat.
I personally think the loser of that Tennessee-Cincinnati game is going to be the least scored, and since I chose Cincy to win, Tennessee's obviously my lowest scoring. Because I feel like that game's going to have time management more than the others, because I feel like the best running backs in the playoffs are in that game.
I just see the San Fran score like 17.
I could definitely see it if it's fucking cold in Lambeau.
I have the Rams with the most and San Fran with the least.
Fuck San Fran.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck San Fran, bastards.
I didn't think there was any chance of me getting back in this, but if everything goes my way this week, I would be making up some big fucking ground. I think I
Man,
completely against Asian and like half against Mook. I don't know. Me and Mook both took the Bengals, didn't we?
Who are we gonna say won the
I
regular
think
season?
Steve.
between me and Mook?
What's up?
I said, who are we gonna say won the regular season pick'ems between me and Mook?
Yeah.
Mook had more points. I had the better record.
Well, Luke had more points and he had a better record. He's predicted more games right, and he predicted more confidently. So, like,
So who won the regular season?
I'm more impressed by record myself, but that's up to you
I don't
guys.
really have. I don't really have a horse in the fight. I think y'all both deserve y'all's.
Yeah,
Y'all both deserve y'all thumbs up.
yeah.
All right. You know what that means, right?
You get to tell me.
What's that?
We gotta play each other in Madden. Now we're Madden 20, baby. That's the only one that we have that we can play together.
I was gonna say, joke's on you. You can't even play me.
Madden 20, we're playing.
You really did. You're gonna wait 3 days for Mook to download Madden 20?
More like a week.
Oh god.
Oh man, that's funny.
Nah, I actually do want to play some Madden though. Just a little bit.
No. Do you still have Madden 22 downloaded, Mook?
I do not.
How many Draft Champs games did you play when you bought that game?
Wait a bit.
Weren't you supposed to do a franchise with me and Aaron?
Dude, I was, and then I you know, I feel bad because I told Aaron I would, and then I realized how much I fucking hated Madden when y'all were like, God, it's time.
But I sent you the
Which is funny because
fun.
because Aaron was like, yeah, Kuhn said you wouldn't do it, but I said let me talk to you, and I was like, yeah, it sounds okay. And then I thought about it, and I was like, yo, that actually sounds fucking miserable. What was I thinking?
You're thinking you're too nice and you can't say no.
Oh man. I didn't think it would. I don't know though, because they're saying they only want to do like a. He said only once a week thing, but the patience does not sound like Aaron.
I mean, he deals with me in our franchise, and I don't play my games too often. To be fair.
And I heard y'all were gonna have Laura Man join.
I was, but I don't know now because I don't want to play with a group of sweats. Really?
Oh, trust me, I haven't played Madden in like 2 years. I would definitely not be sweaty.
Well, Aaron
I'd
and me
be
then.
fucking ass.
I mean,
But
Well, here's the thing, Aaron don't fucking
I
talk
wouldn't be
when he
sweaty,
plays.
but I probably wouldn't let it
Have
win.
you ever played Aaron on a 1v1, dude? I love Aaron, but he don't fucking talk. He just sits there and focuses.
unless he gets intercepted, touchdowns on there.
Dude, I kind of, now that you mention it, I kind of want to see Aaron and Laura Man in a shit talk contest. I feel like that would be fucking great. But yeah, I don't really have much else, y'all. It's been a fun season.
2 hours to play Overwatch, right?
The season's coming to an end, boys.
It's sad.
You guys want to pick a Super Bowl matchup between the teams left?
I'm still gonna. You know what, dude? I was saying Chiefs Packers at the beginning of the year, but I'm jumping off the Kansas City bandwagon. I'm taking Cinderella. Give me Bengals Packers with the Packers winning the Super Bowl.
I said in Paris Discord, Tennessee, Tampa, so I'm gonna stick with that. But Buffalo would be my choice of change if I could.
You know, I would since my dad's been a Bills fan for years, I would be so happy if he got to see the Bills win a Super Bowl. I'd be very happy for him.
My ideal matchup that I would like to see would probably be like Rams Titans.
I will say, deep down, I think that I do think that the Bengals are still a year or two away, but Cinderella sometimes happens. I mean, look at the fucking Rex Grossman led Bears.
So, who do I think it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be the Titans and the Packers. But who would I love to see? Bro, I'd love to see the Bengals and the Rams. That'd be a fucking full-on Cinderella story for both sides.
The Rams went all in. I would not call the Rams Cinderella.
No, it'd be a Cinderella story for Stafford.
Mhm.
I guess.
Because if I'm picking smarter, I'll say Bucks Bills. That'd be my two.
Yeah, if you asked me, who I'd think, what I actually think will happen, probably Chiefs Packers.
The State Farm Bowl.
Yeah, the state dude. They have to film a State Farm commercial if they're both in the bowl together.
You know what it's gonna be though, right?
Oh,
Chiefs
God.
Niners.
Shut the fuck up.
72%. That's all I'm saying, bro. 72%.
Can I ask, bro? Can I ask you, Mook? What is the chance that the Niners win the bowl from that position then?
I didn't see that stat pop up on the TV. I can't tell you that one.
Oh man.
Alright, well.
You know, I will say as a Steelers fan, like, Asian don't want to see the Niners go to the bowl. He don't want to envision them winning another Super Bowl and getting that 6-pack with the Steelers.
Why not,
Luke, you're gonna
Asian?
make him have nightmares now.
Oh God, 72%.
You know, he would be scared of fucking Dallas getting the 6-pack if they could get out of the fucking first round.
Brady's enough.
Oh yeah, Brady has the 6-pack on his own, but he left New England, so you don't have to worry about that.
I mean, you might have to worry about Brady getting the
7-pack.
another one. Yeah, 7-pack for his. As long as I'm in the NFC, no other quarterback's making it.
Like a fucking god. Fucking what? Yeah, that's it. Season's coming in. Podcasts. Well, at least football podcasts will be over, but I know Caleb and me are playing another one.
I know,
For-
dude. I'm hoping to have.
We're getting dropped.
Hmm?
We suck.
I mean, you guys can join too, but I don't know if you guys would be as interested.
Raccomundo. I mean, dude, here's the thing, right? I want to have guests on every podcast for that one because I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to promote all of our friendos and streamer friendos, and I'm hoping to have it like set up where we can talk about Arceus when that drops because that would be kind of dope. Not that I probably won't play it on release, but still be dope to talk about it.
I probably will.
I probably will play it on release if I can.
What game?
The new
Pokemon
Pokemon
Arceus.
Arceus.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the first ever in the world.
Yeah, no, it's not something you're into, bro.
Well, I know that, like I said, I know the 2 games that are coming out that are gonna get publicity right off bat are Arceus and Elden Ring, and they're both coming out fucking beginning of the year.
But yeah. But we're gonna be doing another podcast. It won't be football. I imagine we'll do the football podcast next season. I mean,
Oh yeah, I imagine we will too. I'll say the other podcast. The best part is it like probably I don't know. We haven't really discussed it, but it probably won't be weekly. It'll probably be bi-weekly or something. Wouldn't be no pressure.
But yeah, that's gonna happen. So we'll be able to.
The worst thing about like the football podcast is just like, honestly, podcast has been a shit ton of fun to do, but the literal worst part is like the way the games drop is like we have to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whereas like with this, we can do it on like a Saturday or put it in a fucking more friendly time slot.
Exactly.
Or like Thursday. But it's like with a Thursday game, with the last game of the week being on a Monday and the first game being on a Thursday, it's like your football podcast has to go in this little space.
It's some
Which
fun,
isn't
though.
like a problem. We made it work, but like, hey, and I guess I can't officially say it yet, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Fuck it. Congrats to making it 90% of the season without COVID completely derailing it.
Yeah.
Yay, the Steelers not getting screwed out of their bye week this year.
Dude, that was some ass.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one, and that's it, I believe. Bye, everyone.
Overwatch 3-hour stream.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh,